Hello and welcome back everybody to All the Mods 9 here, alpha testing on my public server. You can join. IP is scrolling beneath me and it is in the description as well as a link to the Discord. I recommend joining the Discord so you can stay up to date on everything happening with the server if you decide to play. You can also just join the server to hang out with me and everybody else. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Guys, two updates since the last stream. Thought we'd go over them really fast. We got 0.1.7 and .8. So for .7, they have replaced Rubidium with Embeddium for the graphics render. They added Hostile Neural Networks, which we're going to check out today. They added No Trample, Clean Swing Through Glass, and they updated Gregtech to fix some recipes as well as added Gregtech to all layers in the mining dimension, and they added the high voltage Gregtech quests, which is super exciting. They unfortunately had to remove refined and applied cooking. That was the mod that allowed your cooking multi-block structure to access your ME network storage. But apparently it has problems with the core mod, so it has been removed. And they had to remove Steam and Rails until it updated to the new version of Create, but funny enough, if we jump to 0.1.8, they have added back Create, Steam, and Rails. And they updated Supplementaries and Moonlight to fix map issues. They updated Young's to add a command to fix end portals if your end portal is broken and spawned beneath the... There's Donut with a parrot. If it spawned beneath the end island, there's now a command to fix that. And then I'm super excited about this one. This one I had been reporting, and that was that bulk item cells were not working properly. Only items that could be compressed, and if there was a compression card in the cell, would it take items. I reported this directly to the Megacell's GitHub, and the creator was right on it, super fast, and sure enough, it got updated. So bulk cells are now working. We're going to do a lot of those. And they updated Clean Swing Through Glass. So that brings us up to date. Now we're going to dive in today. Now, some of you may have noticed that the base has changed quite a bit since we were last live. Let me adjust my mic. Just a second. Okay, there we go. And I thought we would go a little over what I've done to the base, and then we're going to dive into Hostile Neural Networks. That is the plan today, to get it all up and running. So haven't really done anything progression-wise. I've just been working on building the base. I went ahead and added a ceiling to this room and added a second floor. Oh, hello. Let's see what he's got. Ultra vector plates. Darn it. Added a second floor to the inside. And I came to the decision that instead of expanding Donut Island to wrap this around the base, I am just going to go with only the front pushed forward, and I've added a platform on the outside to it. Now the ceiling, this isn't the floor for the next floor. This is just the ceiling to here. We're going to have a layer for cables, then the floor for the next layer, and this entire upper floor is where we're going to do Gregtech. I started experimenting with some glass patterns for the walls. I haven't done all of them because I'm still fully deciding on how I'm going to do it. I have decided I'm going to rip out this middle bar here, and I'm going to put a giant glass mural here. And the reactor won't be in the way because, as you can see, I just quickly set up my builder to take care of the chunks here. We are going to place the reactor down here and the turbine in the middle chunk. My turrets aren't nice. Oh, I'm sorry, Donut. It was just they were given to me as a gift from someone, and they just shoot mobs while I'm AFK. But if they're just, it's supposed to only shoot players that are hostile to me, which I assume works like, you know, like a Minecraft dog, wolf, where if you punch the player, the dog attacks you. I thought that's how they worked, but if they're just shooting you out of the blue, then I'm going to pick them up. Other than that, I've started doing a little bit of villager trading, and I set up a little system here for Fluix and Skysteel ingots. Seer says you can right click them. Oh yeah, I could make them just shoot mobs. I'll have to do that. But I automated the Fluix and the Skysteel. Now you can do it with just a formation pane and an annihilation pane above that's filtered. But in order to save on energy for the time being, I'm just using a magnet chest that then pumps it back into the network. Yeah, they shouldn't shoot you guys now. Sorry about that. And also got a little Certus farm going. Got all of these with efficiency 8, unbreaking 8, fortune 8. Minus 2 over here in the corner have auto smelt. So this row gets the Certus crystals. This row gets the Certus quartz dust. Simply by doing a sub network. I've gone over this in a lot of my episodes, but I thought I'd just quickly teach it again. And all we've got is a storage bus on the main network that says it can only store crystal into an interface into the subnet. It's a subnet within a subnet. I won't get too into it. But since this one's not filtered, it can just break them for dust. This one can only break them when they drop crystals. And the auto smelt makes it auto give us silicon instead of Certus dust that we can then use. Started configuring a few bulk item cells. This is the one I tested to make sure the update worked, and it sure did. I'm going to step you through configuring a bulk item cell real fast, and then we're going to do some hostile neural networks. So if we have a look here, I'm trying to pull these items out right now. So I still need bulk storage for singularities, matter balls, and silicon. Now, I've already crafted a bunch of bulk item cells. I'm going to grab 3 of them. And we don't need compression cards for these ones. So in my cell workbench, I'm going to configure one of these to be matter balls. You bring it into a cell workbench. You have to partition the bulk item cell before you can use it in your network. Doesn't work. It won't take the first item it gets or anything like that. You have to partition it. So there's our matter ball. Let's add one for silicon. And add one for singularities. Because I am going to be making a lot of singularities. I like to bulk item store everything. It's just how I roll. I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here. And now that that's done, I'm going to take this mega drive, which takes forever to craft, let me tell you. And I'm going to change this from cell to network, and I'm going to feed all these items in. And once that's done, I'm going to departition these items from this mega cell, and we'll save this for other items such as Gregtech. That's going to be the main plan with mega cells, Gregtech. So let me go ahead and clear the partitioning off that. And I'm going to just store it normally for now since it doesn't have a flat partition. This is an extended drive from AE Extended. Gives you, instead of 10 per channel, you get 20 per channel. which is great. And I wanted to check on the storage of a couple things here. I'm going to cycle these back through the network since I've fixed partitioning. And slowly but surely, our storage will come online where we're going to bulk store every item that we would have more than like 1,000 of, is the plan. But now for the fun part, everybody, Hostile Neural Networks. For those unfamiliar, this mod is to farm mobs digitally. Instead of having to kill mobs and whatnot, you can generate their loot tables based on the grade of your simulation of them. And you can select the loot you want from the predictions you get. And on top of that, and don't worry, we're going to go over all of this step by step as it comes up. You also get generalized predictions of both the overworld, nether, and end. And if you have the addition like we do, also the twilight prediction. And these generalized predictions can be used to make a lot of blocks or items, materials. You can see that 3 overworld predictions and rotten flesh gives you iron, stuff like that. But let's get the core components. I've gone ahead and favorited them over here. The first thing, to even get started, before you even try to do any simulating or leveling up your data modules, you need model framework. This is how you attune a simulation to a mob. So I'm going to go ahead and make a pattern for these. Looks like we need a pattern for smooth stone. So I'm going to put this pattern up here and the smooth stone down in the furnace. And let's get a bunch of these. Now, as we can see, there's quite a few simulations. I'm going to make 30. That should be enough. Because if you really want high amounts of loot, you need to do multiple simulations of a single mob. But here's the trick with these. In order to use them, I'm going to turn off the grinder and sneak right click a mob that's in there like that blaze. So I sneak right clicked the blaze and it turned the module into a data model. As you can see, we now have a blaze. Now, if we look at the blaze, it says the tier is faulty. It has 0 of 6 data and you get 1 data per kill. Simulation cost 256 forge energy a tick. Well, what would we do with this blaze module? How do we level it up? There's a couple ways. You'll see the data per kill. As long as this data module is in my inventory and I kill a blaze, it'll get 1 data. The other way to level it up is with a simulation chamber. So let's go ahead and make a pattern for this. But there's going to be a catch to our simulation chamber. Let's put our simulation chamber just up here for now. And as we can see, it says, please insert a data module to begin the simulation. And you're thinking, oh, well, I've got a blaze data module. You go to throw it in. Insufficient data in model. Please insert a basic or better. That is because this is faulty. We need to kill at least 6 blazes to raise this to basic before we can run simulations. So let's kill some blazes. What I'm going to do is just break the glass, turn this off, and kill them myself. I'll probably kill a few extra than I was supposed to. Oh! Guys, I almost forgot my own most important part. Now, this blaze data module didn't record those kills, right? We need a deep learner. This is an item that goes in your inventory and holds these data modules. So let's grab a deep learner. If we right click it, it says no data module found. Your models will be trained when placed in the deep learner. I'm going to go ahead and put in the Blaze module. And here we have some information regarding it. And we can see it will upgrade to basic in 6 kills. So now let's kill the blazes. Make sure I get enough of them. And it is now basic with a model accuracy of 6.42%. Now I could keep killing blazes manually to level this up, or we'll come over to our simulation chamber. Now, last item, prediction matrix. Let's go ahead and make a pattern for these. Prediction matrices are used in the simulation chamber to simulate the mob dying. Let's go ahead and take out our Blaze module and throw it in here. Now it says model accuracy 6.42%. That means that is how often you get loot. And you'll see what I mean. It's going to be called a prediction versus how often you just get generalized. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some prediction matrix in. And you know what? Why don't we, with what we're doing today, automate the prediction matrices being put into the simulation chamber? So I'm going to run a cable over. And I'm going to export into this prediction matrix. And if the system doesn't have enough, I'm going to put in a crafting card so that it will make prediction matrices if our storage runs out. Now, as you can see, it's going through and we're getting fails, and we're getting generalized nether prediction. But every time it finishes a iteration or a simulation, you'll see that our accuracy goes up. Tiny little bits at a time. It is definitely faster to kill the mobs yourself if you can. But it'll keep going up. Once it gets 48 data, it will go to the next tier, and to the next, and the next, and the next, all the way until it is self-aware. Now, I'm hoping we get a prediction here that we can use, but just to be safe, let me go ahead and I'm going to put a import bus and some cable on top. And this import bus, I'm going to change to just the generalized predictions. Perfect. So we'll wait to see if we get a prediction, but in the meantime, we're going to start working on getting other mobs. Now, the beauty of the deep learner is it can hold 4 at a time. So we already got blazes. Why don't we try to get a witch, wither skeleton, and zombie pigling here? So I'm going to try to, I'm failing here. So let's see. Oh, I got blaze again. Is there a possibility to reset it? I don't think so. Let me try to get a new mob here. Okay, so there's wither skeleton. Let's also try to get pigman. I'd like a vindicator. And let's get a witch. Oops. There we go. And then I'm just doing these ones because we have the spawners right here and I like their loot. Okay, the which one's going to be... Oh, I nailed it. I nailed that one. So right now, these are all faulty. I'm going to throw them in our simulator. And you notice when it's in your hand, in the top left, it says how many kills you need. Now, let's see if they've added the bobble slot for it with the update. They did. The deep learner can go in your bobbles, and it'll just be up there and active. So let's go ahead and manually kill some mobs here until all of these are basic. So there we go. And I'm doing this because I don't want to manually kill a lot of these mobs. I have almost infinite resources, so I would prefer to simulate. With those 4 done, I'm going to make a chest where we are going to store them. And eventually we'll have multiple simulation chambers going, and you'll see why. Now let's see if we've gotten... Okay, we've gotten some blaze predictions. This means it was a successful simulation. Well, what do you do with a blaze prediction? We're going to need a loot fabricator. Does require a netherite ingot, just so everyone's aware. We'll go ahead and craft ourselves one of these loot fabricators. And we'll put it down right here and take a look at it. So we have a slot down here at the bottom and a GUI window on the left and power. If I put in a blaze prediction, you'll see the available drops we can choose from. One prediction will give us either 16 blaze rods or 2 molten core. So if I have blaze rods selected, we'll get 16 blaze rods. Now, because that was the last one we selected, it will just automatically do it, so you can automate these. And what I like to do for hostile neural networks, and why I need multiple models of a single mob, is I like to have a loot fabricator for every type of prediction. And that is how, with hostile neural networks, you can get mob loot. Now, why don't we dive into some of the more difficult to obtain models is what I wanted to do. Take a snooze real fast. Oh, is it a blood moon? It's a blood moon. But if I grab a module here, model, we'll bring 4 with us. Looking over here on the right, we can see that wardens. That one's hard to read. That's a wraith. Wardens are a possible data module, but you can see they cost more energy to simulate. And let's see. So we have zombified piglin, zombie, wither skeleton. Wither and warden are the 2 I want right now. Now, I can easily get a quick wither module over here at the donut community because they have a wither who has graciously agreed to work for the community. Oh, dang. All the elevators are... Oh, there we go. Floor 2. Has graciously agreed to work at the base. Which is oh so kind of it. And I'm going to get a wither data module from him. And we're going to go to the deep dark and get some wardens to spawn and try to grab a data module of a warden. Now, we already have a waypoint at an ancient city. And tell you what, since we're live, let me turn back up my cave lighting to very bright. Good old content creation. And guys, I just noticed it looks like they have added... Oh no, I was messing with that one. Never mind. Let's find a Shrieker. My eyes pilled. Hopefully they haven't all been broken. This is kind of like the closest ancient city to spawn, so it's very commonly used. Oops, I did not mean to use that. I meant to use this. Yep. We'll need the data collection. Come on, I'm landing on you. Shriek. No way. That was the third, wasn't it? Why didn't he spawn? Ah, there we go. So I'm going to get a warden module, and before we kill the warden, let's put them in our deep learner and kill the warden. Perfect. Keep shrieking, keep spawning them. We have 5 remaining. This isn't even my HP sword, and it's doing a good enough job. 4 remaining. And we're getting a lot of the skull clute, which is nice. 3 more and we'll be done with wardens. And then we're going to go kill some withers. And I want to get ghasts too. We're going to go into the nether and get ghasts. Hi, Rizgod. I appreciate if people don't spam and don't demand I say something in a spam message. But welcome, and I hope you have a good time here, but please don't spam and don't demand I do things, please. All right, last warden. And now we have a basic module. So let's head back home. Hey Gabe, could you take care of that, please? Now that we have a warden that is basic, he can now be simulated. So I'm actually going to trade out our blaze here for the warden. And I'll just put the blaze in my deep learner. Thanks, Donut. Appreciate it. Let's quickly do the withers, and then we'll go get a ghast. So we've already got the data module. I'm going to put it in my deep learner. And we'll just spawn some withers, fight them real quick, and be done. Oh, I got teleported. I forgot the iron spell that I have, the evasion, teleports me instead of having me get hit. Just kind of funny. I might get teleported again. Yep, thought so. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. And let's see, 4 more withers. But guys, big news, big news. Tomorrow is the launch of the TAC Season 2 Enigmatica 9 Expert server. I'm nervous and excited. We will be streaming the launch, but after that launch, I'll be recording episodes. And what I'll be doing is I'll be doing maybe 1 or 2 streams a week of Enigmatica, but otherwise it will be episode content. It has been taking a lot of my time to get ready for it, because I am also the server admin. And I've been working hard at getting that server perfect for content creators. And it all goes live tomorrow. So if you're interested in watching me play a expert mod pack, a new one, with the Ascended Crafters, tune in tomorrow. Around 5:30 MST. 5:30 p.m. Yeah, I haven't done episode style content in, gosh, almost a decade. So that's going to be a bit interesting to dive back into. But I've been practicing my editing and stuff. I think I'm ready for it. I think it'll be a good time. All on top of playing Enigmatica 9 Expert, which I have avoided all spoilers for. I have not watched any playthroughs. I have not looked ahead in the quest log. The only thing I know is that we start in, because we're in expert mode, we start in the Twilight Forest and have to progress our way to the overworld, which is going to be really interesting. Let's see here. So we've got the wither done. Let's go get some ghasts. Really quick. Let's see. I think the biome, yeah, they spawn in this one a lot. I don't know if the vines mess with the spawns though. Let's try and get some ghasts. And then I really want to, once we get Hostile Neural Networks pretty automated. Oh, I didn't put it in the module. Oops. One day I'll remember to do that, guys. But what I was going to say is that once we have that automated, I want to build the part of the base for Gregtech. It'll be really quick with the builder. It won't take long at all. So we should be good there. Let me see if, do we have enough gas tiers for a... Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to make a ghast gate. And I'm going to go to the mining dimension. Fly a bit away from where I'm mining. And we're going to do a ghast gate pearl. Oh no, did they disable these in... Oh, errored gate pearl. Oh, I wasn't supposed to get this. File a bug report detailing how you obtained this. Well, there's a bug. Can I make a lesser gate with 4 gas pearls, gas tiers. There we go. I'll have to file a report, it seems. But this should let us very quickly. How did I get blinded? This should let us very quickly level this prediction. And get a lot of loot. I need gas tiers for my spawners. I'm going third person because the fire particles are bugged. You take a look at it when you're... Oh, well. I'm not on fire right now, but it does kind of a buggy... Oh, gate completed. We did it. So this was the final haul of that gate pearl, which is great. And our data module is basic. Okay, let's head back home. And I'm going to make a few more simulation chambers. And what we'll do is put them down over here. One tier up. You'll see what I'm going for here. Should be enough for now. And they'll all need to be powered. How do I want to do the power? I think we'll just use some cable and a point. We'll cable the back because I'm going to need to power beneath them too for the actual solvers. But we want to feed items into all of these. And it doesn't go very fast. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to make a dimensional chest. Because I keep telling myself we're going to do this, and then I don't do it. So let me get a dimensional chest made. Well, to be fair, 2 dimensional chests. You'll see what we're going to go for. We're going to try to set up an area beneath the ME controller. That is to push items around the base without us having to run wireless ME to it. So let's make some dimensional chests. And right now I just need 2. I'm going to put the first one over here. Someone used the public channel, but we're going to change this to Fallen Pumpkin, and the frequency, we're going to start at frequency 2 for this system. I'll come back under the base, and over on this wall, we're going to start this system. Or, ooh, you know what? Which wall? Which wall, guys? I'm going to add it over here for now. So I'm going to place this dimensional chest and change it to Pumpkin Frequency 2. And I'm going to put that same system of an export bus that does simulation cards so that this chest is always filled with simulation, or prediction matrix, I should say. Prediction matrix, crafting card, and just maybe 1 speed should be enough. So this is going to get filled with prediction matrices. And tell you what, I will speed it up. Okay. Let's then go back over to the farm we're setting up. And I'm going to grab some item conduits because pipes are stupid and hurt my server. I need to break down anywhere I'm using pipes right now. They're driving me crazy. Let's place some item conduit. And here's the beauty of the item conduit. I can insert and extract from the same face. So I'm going to leave extract on here. Over here on our conduit channel green, I'm going to extract always. And I'm going to insert on green into all of these simulation chambers. Excuse me. So these should all eventually get insert green. This is set. Extract green, always active. Should be working. Oh, is it where they have to come in the side? This should be working. I didn't lock it. Extract green, always active. Or is it like slowly filling one of these right now? Come on, please work. Let me see if it wants to be the side. Interesting. So apparently the item conduit can't pull from a dimensional chest. That's interesting. Gosh dang it. My pick is too strong, guys. Or is it the hostile neural network? So if I put a chest, for instance, above here, and extract is always active. Yeah, it receives it. It just doesn't receive it into the simulation chamber. So it might be side associated with the simulation chamber. Let's try that next. Okay, it doesn't like that side. I need this face. Oh, it won't even let me. We're doing a little bit of testing here, everybody. Hello there, Bisa. How are ya? Good to see ya. Hope you're having a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Do we have mechanism yet? We do not. Okay. It is just as simple as Ender.io has a problem with hostile neural networks. Let's try instead to use XNet. I'll grab some advanced connectors and a controller. And we'll go ahead and try to, we'll keep that channel, but on channel 1, round robin, I need to extract, stack if possible, every 5 ticks, and insert. Oh, I guess I could just click create on all of these. Can you tell the big mods that have been added since like last week? Big mods added, honestly, Hostile Neural Networks, which is what we're messing with right now. Yeah, that's like the biggest one added that I can think of. Okay, so nothing seems to want to insert into these. What if I tell it all to work from the north face? Let me see something here. So on this insert, I'm going to tell it to work from the north face. And I'm actually going to... Here, I'm just going to go like this. Insert north. Wow, is like, nope. Is applied energistics the only one that's going to work with this? What's going on? Oh, wait. Can it not take... Guys, this may be really simple. There's a chance it can't take the prediction if there is no module inside of it. Is that what this whole problem is? Oh my gosh. It was all me. It was all me, guys. So Ender.io does work. I just I made a mistake. Okay. All right, and then I'm also going to make a buffer chest over, you know what, we'll put it right behind here with some stack upgrades. And I'm going to tell all of these to also have a extract. And we'll copy that and paste it down the line. And have them all insert into our buffer chest. Beautiful. Let's get our blaze and ghast. All of these we got to basic, so we can do our Vindicator, which Zombie Piglin and Wither Skelly. Control V, that's right, Andrew. I always forget. And we're going to just collect a couple of these for now. we'll set up the processing above them. I got to decide exactly how I want to do the processing because I'm going to need a row. For instance, if we look at Vindicator versus Wither, Vindicator can do Iron Axe and Emerald, so it will need, I don't care about Iron Axes, so it only needs one Loot Fabricator for Emeralds. The Wither just needs one, but as soon as we get a Witch, you'll see why we're going to need, some rows are going to need a lot of Loot Fabricators. This will just be the buffer for now. And yeah, that's about it for that. Guys, let's get the Gregtech floor ready. I want to do that today. So I'm just going to put my Deep Learner away. Carry a module around if I need it. And I'm going to need some dead logs and dead wood on me right now. Specifically a lot of dead wood. And I'm going to need a building gadget. Now, let's fly up to this top layer, and how we're going to do this is we're going to have, we need to raise this by 2 at each of these points. I'm going to do this manually because using the building gadget wouldn't be faster, but when we do the floor, we'll use a builder. We'll use the building gadget for the trim. This is going to look really sick, guys. I'm going to show you just how fast in modded Minecraft you can basically build mega bases. I've built this base really fast, and there's a lot to do for sure, but I think it's really starting to come together. As soon as I finish our little, oh wait, when did I stop doing 2? Over here. As soon as this floor is ready, the next layer is done, it's going to be the Gregtech floor. And our plan is to fully, in its entirety, automate Gregtech. Eventually to the last tier. And I think it'll be a really fun learning experience because I have an idea of maybe next year when a couple of my series die out of trying out Gregtech New Horizons, which is one of the hardest packs out there. And I want to be a bit more experienced with Gregtech before I start that. So I think all the mods will be great. Chibi says, hi, sorry I haven't been around. Personal problems. Looks like I have a lot to catch up on. Well, Chibi, I want to say thank you so much that you did stop by. And I hope that the problems you have going on, I hope they get better for you. I truly do. And it means a lot to have you in the stream. So thanks for being here. Let's build this layer. Like so. And now I'm going to show you just how fast we're going to build the floor. I'm going to come down to my builder where I already have a shape card ready. I'm going to sneak right click the builder. So it says select first corner. And I'm going to choose this corner. And for the second corner, I'll choose this one. Then we do need to swap the backpack. Ooh. To our deadwood plank and stripped deadwood. Now, I have already set some stripped deadwood to be crafted. And we know we need around 1,700 of each, so this is already more than enough. But all I have to do is throw in this shape card, press start, and if we hurry and fly up here, we can see it makes the floor. I'm not sure why it skipped right here. Oh, the solar panels. We gotta take care of the solar panels. But just like that, a floor is built. And it randomized the texture by randomly choosing between the blocks available in the storage above it, which we did strip dead wood and dead planks. So just like that, our floor is ready. Let's get the walls. So I'm going to grab a bunch of dead logs again. And now this one will be much faster. Let's change our settings to a vertical column 15 blocks tall and set it to log. And I'm just going to go around, and it's actually, like I was saying, pretty quick here. It's a lot faster when you're not sliding while flying. Build this up. And this is basically what I've been doing to build the base. I mostly build off camera, but I wanted to show you guys a little bit about how easy and fast it is once you have modded building items. Okay, next step. Chibi says, thanks, I'm exhausted, but I wanted to see what you were up to. Hopefully you've been better than I have. I've been all right, Chibi. Thanks for asking. Let's just quickly grab some dead wood and do our, oh, we're going to change this to build to me. And quickly do our little roofing, I guess is what I would call it. Oops. Let's see if I can do bigger rows at a time here. But yeah, just like that, the new floor is added. I'm going to move the solar panels though. Oh, we did miss a column here. I'm just going to make it out of... Nah, we'll use the log. Perfect. I'll probably do the windows the same. I am liking the window style I did. Yeah, I think so. But that's the building. That is Hostile Neural Networks. I hope so much that you all enjoyed this stream of All the Mods 9. And I hope to see you all tomorrow as we dive into Enigmatica 9 Expert Mode with the Ascended Crafters. For now, have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you next time. For now, bye-bye.